go ahead and get Alright, we went ahead and grab those links. Okay. Make sure we're good to go. Alright, so I'll be able to hop in the chat now with you guys. That was my goal. Alright. We're going to drop the information. Don't forget to stop by and drop this to chat. Chill and chill. Building concepts. Dropped in the chat. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop it for our peeps. Okay. YouTube now. Alright. Mad love and respect. Let's get this. Diving right in, and we're going to talk more about that. We're going to go right through, but we're going to make sure you guys got what you need and where you're at, rocking, chilling, shilling, and much, much more. Okay, don't forget to swing by our Twitter page. Okay, I'm going to drop that actually inside this link. Okay. This will shock you. So we're talking about crypto news and what is exactly happening on the markets with the cryptocurrency. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive right on in, okay, and we're going to I just want to check our feeds. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive right into the overall cryptocurrency market cap is now over $1 trillion, which it was struggling at that 800 billion. So definitely seeing big moves, big money inside the crypto market. Okay. 24-hour volume at 56 billion. So the volume is actually teetering, and today, as you can see, is a Wednesday. It's midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday trading days, and we're going to show you those things on the chart. Bitcoin dominance at 42.5. We're going to show you some of the moves that happened inside the Bitcoin dominance. ETH dominance at 18.5, and we are teetering between the 19%. So we're going to dive into those charts also and take a look for you guys. Okay. All right. Bitcoin coming in at 22,909. Okay, it's even on the 24-hour, down 0.4, and 7 days it's up 9.5. So 10% move in 7 days. Ethereum coming in at 1,577, down 2.7% in 24 hours, but up 2.2% in 7 days, breaking it in the middle. Okay, overall market caps, how we looking? 193 billion, almost 200 billion, and 441 billion. So money is moving back into Bitcoin. We are going to watch these market caps and where this volume is coming from. You have USDT sitting here, okay? And USDT has that volume, which is 36 billion, so $67 billion market cap. So you can see a lot of volume has been pulling through. We're going to show you the USDT, okay? We're going to show you the chart on that. And just give you a little quick breakdown. You got BNB at 48 billion market cap. BNB at 304, above that $3 mark, bouncing off of that. We'll take a look at that. 7 days, it's up 3.78%. 24 hours, down 2%. So it looks like we have little pullbacks, and we're going to take a look at that on the chart. Now look at this BNB, and then US dollar coin right below it. So 3 billion in volume for that, and a $43 billion market cap. Okay. So that's how We can see, okay, and then we have XRP coming in at 41 cents, okay, down 2.4% in 24 hours, but up 6.1% in 7 days. So we're talking about those pullbacks. Binance, BUSD, look at that, $15 billion market cap, $10 billion. A lot of money's moving on Binance, and we want to see what's going on, okay. Binance Exchange is one of the biggest, and they do some of the most higher liquidity. When people need higher liquidity provided, they're looking to Binance because Binance is holding this, and the volume has been insane through the Binance US dollar coins. So we're definitely be able to see what's going on there, okay? And all right, and then we have Cardano coming in right here. Cardano is sitting right here. Okay, Cardano at 36 cents. It's down 3.6% in 24 hours, but it's up 8.48% in 7 days. 12.5 billion, and 398 million. And then what also did I want to see? XRP, $1.1 billion in volume. That's because they're utilizing the Ripple networks to transfer payments back and forth quickly, easy, and doing that. 48 million. So look, the volume is about a little bit more than half. Yeah, higher than 500 million on Binance, but still not hitting that billion mark. Then number 9 spot, Doge still holding its spot. Look at that Doge at the 8.5 cents. Okay, pullback. We got a lot of 2% pullbacks, which is actually interesting. And look at that on the chart. 7 day for Dogecoin is at 4.4%, $11.3 billion market cap, and then 559 million in volume. Okay. And then Solana right here, back to number 10, $24.11. Okay, 24-hour down 1.7. Or 1.1, but up 10.5, okay, in 7 days. 8.9 billion market cap, about to hit that 9 billion, okay. And then also Solana has $1 billion in volume. Polygon moving its way up, very close to surpassing, pulling to that 10th spot. And this blockchain is going to be utilized so much in 2023. So we're going to dive into Polygon and Matic much more for these multi-chain projects, farming, etc. Lots of exciting stuff coming to you soon. Okay, so right now we'll go ahead and leave this up for you guys, and you guys can see what's happening over here. And we got okay, Bitcoin chart. I'm using a indicator called Trader's Reality. All right, and you can see that's the indicator that I'm using, and then this gives me everything I need to know between my moving averages, the different sessions, and as you can see, each box represents a session that's labeled so we know when the days are trading, and then that's when the moves will be made. Okay, I always like to start off Bitcoin on the 1 hour, okay, and I utilize also an RSI. You can see RSI is very overextended, so I would be looking for a short scalp trade once it hits that top. But this is in the New York session, gonna be closing soon, so we're gonna utilize and we're gonna pay attention to that candle and see where that candle moves, because it's above the 50 EMA right now where it is sitting. Okay, and then we have Bitcoin on the 4 hour, more longer term. Okay, and you can see Bitcoin actually on the daily. They were showing you this is a diamond pendant that's showing up here, and usually the moves are to the upside, but we actually are regaining what we lost during the FTX collapse. Okay, and this is on the daily, so it's above the 200. Once I see the 50 cross over to 200, boom, we're in bullish territory. But you see how it came, pull back. So I'm going to keep an eye on these moving averages, because we're pretty far extended and we're pretty high up in the RSI. Bitcoin being brought up really heavy. Okay, so you can see Bitcoin dominance is yep, Bitcoin dominance is that. Okay, so you can see, yep, that's what I was talking about, Bitcoin dominance. So people are taking their USDT, Okay, you see how this was moving out and then moving into Bitcoin dominance. You can get those indicators so you can watch where the flow is on those different markets there. So this is what you're gonna get. You know. Don't forget to stop on by, hop into our new chats and stuff like that. We're gonna be building some projects, and we got some of the best devs and team members and awesome different marketing research and much more. So if you're hearing this, you're in the right spot. Go ahead, hit us on Telegram, and you see where we're rocking and where we are popping. Okay, definitely get involved with a lot of the different CEXs and much more. You know. Shout out my love. Live shout out for my peeps. Okay? So that's our shout out right there. And you'll find all the links, and I'm actually going to drop a tweet, and you'll be able to see that on Twitter. But if you have ideas or you need somewhere to go and you want to learn more, okay, and you want to possibly show off your skills or show what you got or give it a try, you know what I'm saying? This is where we're going to be here building, and there's a lot of us that are backing it and understanding the concepts of what's going on, and then there'll be much more happening through with that. So mad love and respect. Stop by there and you will be rocking with us, because that's how we do. So mad love to you all over there. Okay. Let me go here. Alright, shout out YouTube now. Yep. Shout out to all the peeps. Okay. So we were talking about the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance went up, and you see the USDT dominance. When I started seeing that move, I saw the money moving past the moving averages coming in. So I was like, all right, it's going to be money flowing into Bitcoin, okay, which is on the 9th. So if we go back to Bitcoin, okay, we go to the 9th, you see it? Right when we were crossing over that 50 moving average on the daily. So that was the perfect time to grab those scalp trades. Closing the trades at the 200 EMA, now we're looking for different terms, either longer term swing trades. So I'm going to look at the 4 hour. I'm going to wait for a retest of either the 50, but the 200 is crossing over the 800, which is good, which is definitely bullish for Bitcoin as a whole. The RSI double bottom hit right here, and now it's going into the overbought. So if I want to see that level out a bit, then I will be able to recognize what our next move is going to be. Alright, so if you want to know what the different calls and what the different moves are, you can go ahead and you can join those chats. We're going to be growing those chats out and teaching projects how to market themselves, how to get themselves out there, and how to work on all the different chains, Binance Chain, Matic, okay, because now we're going to dive more into Polygon, alright, and Solana seems like it's making a comeback, and you're going to be able to see what is happening. Lower time frames, okay, we go down to the 30-minute on Bitcoin, alright. And I'm going to take this, and I see that we have this vector candle, and we're sitting right at the 200 EMA. So, yep, and we got 10 minutes until this next vector candle, and it's tapping the M3 pivot zone. So if the next candle opens, it can pull below that and come to the M1 pivot zone, which is the 22,200. So that could be a quick move. So let's go ahead down into the smaller time frames here, okay? Into the 5-minute immediate short term, just like we said, okay, overbought territory, going to bounce off the bottom of that RSI and the sessions because of where we're at in the New York session. So I'm looking for a pullback to the daily open, continued retrace to the upside, because you do see the 5. Watch the 5 turning down. That's the yellow line right there. If you see it starting to turn down, and then wait for the next candle, you got your moves, just like we're saying, and it's happening right here as we're talking about it, okay? But the 1 hour is where we go, okay? W-like structure forming right here for Bitcoin, okay? And you can see that this vector candle, we actually, when we dipped, we actually wicked out during the New York session right there. So it pulled itself back up, and it was hitting the M2 pivot zone, okay? And now we're up towards the M3, which is level with these past points here in the chart. So I'm thinking retrace to the top of these, at least to the, 22,750 on the next candle, or if it does tap below on the 1 hour and you're going to the half hour, then you're going to be looking for different things. So long term on the daily, okay, what we're going to see, all right, we do need to see a retrace, okay, and we're going to watch these candles as they close for our patterns, and you can see that we did shoot up, and we do have some of these, stopping volume candles that pulled us right to the 200. So once I see this 50 on the daily hit and cross over that 200, then, yep, then we're going to, here, babe. Then we're going to start partying. All right, so I'm waiting for these moves to happen, okay? All right, we're going to go into real quick Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, okay, and this is on the daily. It pulled above that 200. I want to see that 50 come back above. So it did retest the 200 EMA, and now it's up to its upside. So I want to see what this daily candle closes and see if it pulls past the last week high. But our 800 EMA on the daily is up here at 1,850. So that would be a next bullish target, but you got to see that our RSI is actually it's turning in. It's actually at a mid-range and pointing towards the upside. So let's go ahead and go down real quick into the 1 hour time frame for Ethereum so we can see it. Okay, big overbought signal right there, hitting that 50. That's the resistance, okay, on the 1 hour. That's something that I would look at to see if it's going to hit it. Are we going to pop above it and retrace to one of the psychological levels, or is that going to be our line of resistance? That is what you want to watch, okay? Binance BNB on the 1 hour. Look at this nice W formation. We recovered that vector candle, and we recovered that vector candle in the New York session still. We're seeing this happen right now, 1 hour, on that 1 hour, about 30 minutes left of that. Let's go down to the 30 minute because we love to watch Binance. And yeah, coming soon to a place near you, Binance Project. Shout out to the Telegram groups because that's where we love it. Okay. Come build, grow, and show when you come into the chat. Rock out with us, always the best. Vector candle C on the 30 minutes on Binance, and what I want to see is it going to stay above that 50 EMA. Okay, let me go down to the shorter time frames and immediate short time frames. So it's topping off. So I would be looking at this RSI to hit the psychological high and pull itself back to that 50 EMA at the 301. So that's a short little move. All right, but psychological low is at 298. So 300 is going to be something to look at, but on the 5 minute, the 50 is about to cross over at 200, so we're going to watch for that if it's going to bounce or is going to pull back, but the RSI is riding high, okay? XRP, okay, on the 1 hour, you can see it's moving, it's pumping, it's pulling, nice W formation, hitting the 200 moving averages, and then it's moving to the upside above the 50, okay, and going to the psychological levels. All right, and what we can do here is, okay, so this is on the 1 hour. Let's go to the daily overlook. Yeah, you can like tweak this one, and then you do it, okay? You do it, and okay. So where are we? On the daily for XRP, okay? We're heading towards that 200 EMA. So once we pop above it, I want to see if it's going to be the next day or two. We're going to pull above that, 42-cent level, because we'll be looking for these bottom of the green vector candles, 45-cent levels, if we do hold above that 200 EMA. Okay, the dollar index is actually down, and then when that pulls down, you can see how the S&P is doing. Let's go ahead and tell you about the S&P. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour chart actually, so we can see a little bit. more motion here. So S&P, it did hit and it bounced and it's to the top side. Is it going to stay or is it going to pull back for the end of the day? Closing bell is coming in soon, so we'll see, because that's the Sydney session. New York session opened up lower, filled the gap, okay? And if anything, if it pulls back to the averages that are lying flat, so we'll be looking at that. Let's take a look at gold. Gold has shot up. People have moved money into gold now. Okay, we're into the new year, so they're moving it into the assets for long-term holding, and the price of gold is moving, and it's moving to the upside. Are we going to see a 2100 level on gold? We will definitely monitor that and rock that and see what we got going on from there. Okay, Dogecoin. Dogecoin on the 1 hour, hitting the 50. Is it going to reject it and come back to the daily open? That is something that I want to see. I would see in that next hour candle. Let's go to the 30 minute because there's 2 minutes left of that candle. And let's see, where are we at? Okay, we're above it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're above it. And, you want me to suck it up for you? Okay. That one? Alright, so we're above that right there, okay? And hold on 1 second. Okay, so this is on the 30 minute, and then that 200 RSI. So if we want to see it hit that RSI, that is something that I would want to see. And then this is for Dogecoin, and then, yeah, it's a 30-minute time frame. Okay, so 30-minute time frame on Doge. You got that right there. And then let's go, actually, 1 hour. Let's go to the daily. Everybody's favorite meme coin. It hit that 50 EMA, so now it's above it. Okay. Let's see. We had those vectors on that massive move to the upside when Elon brought Twitter. So we didn't pull all the way back down. We did recover some of those returns, but now we're sitting right at that 200 EMA on the daily. I want to see us close above that on Dogecoin, and then that will tomorrow will tell if we're going to pull back or are we going to start pulling it up so the 50 can cross over the 200. Like I said, on the dailies, when I see that 50 cross over that 200, you know, it's definitely something that I like to watch, okay, because let me go ahead and show you. Alright. $50 over to 200, so when it came below, we hit over to 200, and then when it does this, it comes back and it hits that 200, and it moves, and we get those big moves for the moving averages. We've been below it, the 50 dropped, and then the 200 dropped below the 800. So what we're going to watch for is, we're going to watch for the 50 to cross the 200, and then the 200 to curl itself up and cross over that 800, okay? I gave you all that information. Okay, ADA, I'll talk real quick. Let's see where, yeah, the 50 EMA is turning up, so it's heading for that. You know, once those levels, I see those levels hitting that, crossing those moving averages, because the 200 EMA is at a 42-cent level for Cardano. So on a bullish move with a retest, that's what we're looking at here. Okay. We'll talk about Avalanche. Avalanche hitting, let's go ahead. Is it hitting? Alright, so it's almost hitting its 200 moving average. So we'll see that. And yeah, I haven't really gotten to Avalanche lately after I pulled out on those highs. But if you guys want to hear more about that, let me know in the comments below. Okay, Solano, we did hold Solano. Okay, we saw the moves that were happening in the market, and we did end up talking and you know, coming up with a thought of what's going to happen, and it ended up, okay, so it bottomed pretty much at that $8.25 mark, and you know, we were talking about this in the private chat, so kudos to you guys that got yourselves that trade to the upside for these few days. make sure you pay yourself and move up your stop losses, because that's definitely beneficial. Okay, don't forget to join those chats, okay, the Telegram chats, because that's where we'll be talking, and then that's where we'll be from now on, rocking out and growing the base of it. All right, cake at 398, so you can see that cake. Okay, cake is on its move up, overbought, so everything RSIs are maxing out. So I want to see what's happening at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu did have that nasty pullback to these lower levels of outflow of cash, so we should be actually. Let me go over to the 1 hour and see. Okay, so Shiba Inu on the 1 hour. Okay, so that's pretty much, yeah, line flat right at the daily open, M1 pivot zone. So Shiba actually, we'd like to see more volume on that. But if you want to hear more about Shiba on this channel, let me know. Let me know what your favorite coins are, guys. And, you know, make comments and stuff like that, and I will definitely analyze them. Okay, and then also, new projects that I want shout outs and calls and in-depth, go ahead and take a look at the different projects that we did videos about. There'll be much more up and coming. Get your project out there, get it analyzed, get it looked at, get it hyped, and get it going. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the price of oil. So the price of oil actually fluctuated, a lot of volatility recently, okay, because of the transportation routes for the oil and the pipelines. So people were, you know, getting a little finicky about about that. The VIX index, okay, is pulling down. That's the fear index. You want that. US 20-year, and then wait, the US 10-year bond, okay, sitting at 3.4. Okay, total overall, you can see, yep. So definitely bullish, and then this is on the 1 hour. Let's go to the daily. Actually, I wanted to see. All right, so above some really good key levels, back into that RSI, so it's riding where it's going to be riding, okay, which is definitely something that we want to see in the immediate short term and long term. Okay, so there's a bunch of different news articles out. Why is Bitcoin price down today? Okay, and then 1.4 billion expires on Friday. Will Bitcoin hold? All right. So we want to actually see the this Friday. This is what they're talking about. All right. So the leverage that's in the market, okay, they're expiring, and depending on which way the leverage is going, this can cause big moves in the market. So that's a lot of leverage sitting there. 1.4 billion in Bitcoin options to expire on Friday. And, you know, they're options trading, so we'll see how this goes. And it can swing one way because we've had all this high volatility, okay? But always be wary. Don't buy the tops. Don't buy high. Always buy low. Buy during the fear, because that's just the best times that you're going to get near, okay? And just make sure you click up with the right people, and you will actually utilize yourself and you know, get to understand crypto much more. So don't forget to hop in those Telegram channels and rock out and show what you can contribute, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, multi-chain and much more. Okay, so we're actually going to read that article, but let's go back real quick. Blockchain news, regular old blockchain news. Okay. Korean blockchain, they want to arrest the Bithumb guy. That's some pretty crazy news in the market, if you ask me. Okay, one of the biggest exchanges. We're going to have to check that out. Okay. South Korean. Alright, Bithumb. There's so many exchanges out there, and actually this happened all at once. And you know what? Kind of good that all this happened in one big whirlwind and everything started to happen at once, because it shook out all the bad investors, the bad movements that are messing it up for the actual production of the cryptocurrencies. Okay, one of the country's largest crypto exchanges has fallen under investigation scrutiny over allegations of embezzlement by company executives. So you deposit funds on an exchange and they were utilizing your funds and just showing you your balance on their exchange, when in the meanwhile all the deposits that were sitting in there they were using behind the scenes. Okay? And then this is why you want to see exchanges hold reserves 1-to-1. You deposit 10 Bitcoin, okay? You want to know that your 10 Bitcoin is being held in their reserves, so it doesn't end up getting on the market for over leveraging and crazy speculative trading that causes these massive swings. All right, so fear the hype and the news, okay? And yeah, just a little bonus material too. If you want to be part of the learning, okay, when we utilize this and make the Telegram channel and the Discord channel teaching the trading of crypto, okay, and we're going to be using phemex, and you guys would sign up with my link, and we will do quick scalp trading on the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minute charts at certain times a day. And you don't need much. You can start off with 5, 10, 20 bucks, and we will show you the trades, how to move in and out real quick to make bucks, and then also a little bit of arbitration trading cross chain, so you can learn from there. And then also teach some marketing tips and tricks. I want to teach inside, out there for all you guys. I believe in karma. I believe in throwing it back. All this past year, I met a lot of good devs. I'm in chats, private chats with a lot of good devs for some big dexes, PancakeSwap, Babyswap, stuff like that. And we want to actually build something that's connected, okay, cross-chain and also government and also community, with the ways to generate many passive streams of income that will continue to be utilizing to growth of project and expansion. So if you want to know more about that, or if you got the skills or you got the want to, hop into those Telegram chats like I showed you. Alright. According to local news, Inflow, South Korea prosecutors requested a arrest warrant on January 25th. The co-owner of CryptoCert, a Bitthumb. So that's crazy. Okay, the final investigation. It goes on to talk about the investigation, which is insane. Okay, so it goes on to talk about the investigation. Alright, and then let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look at another the other blockchain here. Don't forget to stop by the Twitter page, hit it, okay? Alright, so we got it. You drop all your chills, and much more. And we're gonna get right, get active, and do this growth. So, you already know. All the big daddies out there, shilling your gems, get them, drop them, tag them, and I will get them, okay? So we got mad love, sharing our information out there. Blockchain news, okay. Venture capitalist investment into blockchain. So VCs, a lot of VCs, there's a lot of VCs and bigger wallets on smaller projects, that's when you have, certain moves that happen, and we've all seen it before. Okay, back to Bitcoin. Alright. Option expires. Okay, shake up for gold and price dips. Okay, price analysis. So we have this price analysis. Okay, Bitcoin 22.8. The bears want to stall the up move, but the bulls are not willing to surrender. The 20-day exponential moving average at 20,705, the relative strength index, the overall suggests the zones have upper hand. Buyers will have to kick the price above 23.3 to start the next leg rally at 25. So true. So that's what we're watching. That's what we were just talking about before on our charts. Ethereum, okay, the 20-day EMA is at 1,496, okay, and that's on January 25th, which is a crucial support to keep an eye on. So definitely a support. The pair retest the resistance level, okay, at 1,680, and then that is for Ethereum, okay. And that was on bullish views. Let's see what else. Oh, the BNB pair. Okay. 20-day EMA at 290. January has seen from the longest tail on the candlestick. So, yep, you can see that. If the price rises above 318, it will indicate that the bulls have overpowered the bears, and that can catapult the pair to 360. Controversially, a collapse below 200-day EMA could tilt the advantage. So, yep, that's what they're talking about. XRP 200 EMA 30, and then the price above, yep, we talked about the 44 to 42 of the zone, and Cardano, and much more. You guys can go ahead and follow that on Cointelegraph. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We always show you mad love, respect, and much more. Anything you want, any questions you got, feel free to ask. We went through our cryptocurrency, crypto market caps. We talk charting, and we talk much more. Mad love and respect to you guys out there. Until the next time, guys. To the moon!